Chapter 5. Chickens. Cutie Mark Crusaders Chicken Rescuers are go! Day 5. Time, approximately 9:30 a.m. Location, downtown, Salt Cube City.
Yay! Go faster, pretty cow! I want to go faster!
The left head of the Brahmin sighed and threw a desperate look towards the nearby unicorn with the black hat. Pony snickered at the cow and waved the hoof, dismissing her mute complaint. It's the deal. No grudges. Give the foal one last ride, then bring her to my office. All right, Mr. White. The cow suddenly began to trot around the outside of White Tower, a journey she had made several times in the past half hour. The ponies in the streets were busy repairing the damages from last night's shockwave, but the filly in yellow still drew a lot of attention from them, and with the glares also arrived low muttered words. I know her. She's that ghost from the carnival. She cursed the ghouls. That foal brings bad luck. Look, she's making a fool out of the white apples. I bet all my caps she's blackmailing them with something that she discovered inside the dome. Have you seen? The glow disappeared and then the ghouls' airship exploded. They tried stealing something, but it backfired. Filthy ghouls, they deserve that one. Yes, but what is she? Don't ask. I never seen her eat or even open the helmet. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that she's up to nothing good. Shush! She's coming this way! Puppy Smiles was having a good time and didn't care about the strange glances. It's unlikely that she even noticed them.
It was super fun, Mrs. Cow. Can we do it again sometimes?
One of the two cow heads nodded. Sure, but you have to ask Mr. White. He's waiting for you in the office. Just go inside and take the red door. The other head continued to ruminate. Mr. White's office was a large, clean affair, sporting a variety of pictures decorating the walls and a mahogany desk so highly polished that you could see your reflection in it.
Wow, this place is super duper fine, Mr. White.
The chief of the White Apples was a male unicorn with a black hat on his head. His coat was white and his mane cyan. Well, thank you, Miss Days. This name won a puzzled look from Puppy, so Mr. White elaborated. That voice from the dome last night said your mom was Rainy Days, so I imagine that your full name is Puppy Smiles Days, isn't it? Puppy slowly nodded and tilted her head.
Yes it is. Now I have to go. Miss Voice put a new arrow on the compass, so I have to follow it. Can I go, please?
Whiteside lowered the hat in front of his eyes. Sure, obviously. But I'd like to ask you one last thing. What was that glow inside the dome?
You mean the Salt Cube?
Puppy giggled as if she found that question funny.
You silly pony. Haven't you ever seen the Salt Cube of Salt Cube City? I mean, you live here, duh!
The older pony felt the urge to raise his voice, but the filly had a very simple mind, and scolding her was useless at the moment. Instead, he smiled. I must admit I've never been inside the dome. It is a bit scary, if you wish. So the ghouls took away the Salt Cube on their vessel. Another puzzled look from the foal. The flying balloon. Puppy nodded.
Yep! They took the cube and did that in quite of a hurry, too. They were all talking about a cascade and something about a tuna show.
Puppy didn't seem very happy with the last term.
Something like that. I can't remember. But they were saying that they had to go away before it happened because it was dangerous.
Detonation, maybe?
Yes, they said deton, that one! Anyhow, it was inside the cube and they wanted to go away with it super fast. I helped them.
Blue-maned pony raised an eyebrow. They wanted to go away as fast as possible with a time bomb. I knew that those ghouls were crazy, but I didn't think that they were going on this far. Oh well, I guess this explains why the radioactivity around the dome is fading. Mr. White smiled thoughtfully. You did a good job, little one. I'd like you to stay a little more, but if you want to go so badly, I guess I'll let you follow your road.
Okie dokie, Mr. White. Bye-bye. I'll tell my mom that you were super nice with me.
Sure. Have a nice trip, little one. Sorry if I'm still a bit curious, but where will you go? Puppy pointed a hoof southward.
There! My mom is just on the other end of that arrow.
Oh. Straight into the marshes. Good luck and take care. She was so dead. The marshes were the worst area in the northern branch of the Big 52, and a foal alone was just going to be some radigator's breakfast. It was a pity to waste that rad suit, but the white apples were not raiders. Mr. White stopped for a moment, pondering that last thought. The filly was already going away, but something in that little pony made him regret having used her so badly. She probably saved the tribe for something way worse than the ghouls, and he had just given her, what? Just a cow ride, and not even a forewarning of the incoming danger? Not fair. Hey, Miss Days, wait a moment. I have something for you. Day 5. Time, approximately 11:30 a.m. Location, Salt Cube City outskirts, Big 52 North Branch.
Whee!
A yellow bull dashed along the road riding a red scooter. The last houses of Salt Cube City suburbs zip past Puppy Smiles, leaving a landscape of abandoned cornfields in their stead. And please, keep this in mind. Once you reach Happy Straw, you'll have to take the detour. The route through the swamps is... blah, 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 blah. And remember, don't try in any case to cross the blah, blah boring. The fully propelled vehicle zoomed south, and since the scooter wasn't loud enough by itself, Puppy was providing the sounds.
Whoosh! Zoom! Straight to the moon! Space Captain Andromeda to the rescue! Yay!
Ahead of the foal in yellow, the road ran through rotten fields and ruined farms, straight as the sun being towards her objective. After a hoofful of kilometers, the fields became a barren land dotted with dead trees and small pools filled with murky water. Here and there rose a shack or a small camp, but they all seemed old and abandoned. There was some life in the area, but it consisted mostly of insects and other nasty creatures that instinctively left Puppy alone. What was not seemingly eager to ignore Puppy Smiles was the sprite bot that stood right in the middle of the road about 100 meters in front of her.
Beep beep, I'm a Jeep! Space pumping incoming!
The sprite bot seemed to ignore this information, but Puppy wasn't the kind of foal that stopped for any pony while she was having fun. The yellow bolt simply kept going at top speed on her brand new scooter. The sprite bot dodged at the very last moment, and seconds later was following on Puppy's heels, trying to keep up with their pace. Hi, Puppy. Are you in a hurry? A familiar voice came from the sprite bot's speakers.
Questioner! I was missing you! Have you seen my new scooter?
Puppy giggled, still cruising at top speed.
I knew another talking robot, but this one was funny. Well, it wasn't exactly a robot, and I'm not sure.
How wonderful. Can I ask you something? The sprite bot didn't wait for a reply. What happened in the dome, and what was that explosion east of Salt Cube City? Hey, could you stop for a moment, please? Puppy sighed and slowed down.
Gee, I was having fun.
After stopping and jumping from a brand new ride, the foal tapped the helmet as if it were a chin, while thinking about Watcher's question.
What happened in the dome? I made a lot of friends. Mr. Boss Sandbox, Mr. Soft Air, Miss Peach Blossom. Oh, and Miss Voice.
Wasn't it Mr. Voice? Watcher tried.
No, silly robot. There is a Mr. Voice and a Miss Voice. She had to stay at the dome, but Mr. Voice can call her whenever I need. She is super cool and helped me with the goodbye party for the ghoulie ponies.
Oh, another pony machine interface routine. So, you met these ghouls and threw them a goodbye party? What do you mean by that? Did you help them launch the airship?
Yes!
Puppy nodded enthusiastically.
It was super great. I was looking from the window and there was this huge thing that went up, up, up in the sky.
Puppy spread her front legs to show how large the ship was and reared up on her hind legs to show how high it was. but she went too far and fell on her haunches, giggling.
And then was those lights, and I heard my voice super loud, so I said, la la la, and goodbye, ghoulie ponies, and they went away. It was scootastic.
Scooter what?
Scootastic.
Is that even a word?
Scootasher.
You know, I don't think that this scooter is good for your pretty head. Watcher's voice betrayed the slightest trace of concern. Back on topic. What about the explosion?
What explosion?
Puppy tilted her head, frowning a bit.
You mean the roof that went down?
No, wait a second. Another roof fell on your head? This piece of information took Watcher by surprise.
Yep. After the roof opened up and the big balloon went away, the place went all squeaky and bang! Right on my head.
Puppy giggled.
But I'm a super space pony, so I dug my way out. I'm just that good.
The filly smiled proudly. There was a short laugh, and then a sigh from the robot speaker. Oh well. Everyone has their talents. So where are you going now?
To the next mom's place, obviously. Third time's the charm.
Blam! Blam! Sudden pair of gunshots echoed through the air. The bullets didn't hit anywhere near Puppy or Watcher, but the filly heard them loud and clear.
Hey, what was that?
Sorry, Puppy, I have to go. There must be raiders somewhere. You better hide and wait until this firefight ends.
A firefly? Where? I love fireflies!
Puppy immediately launched herself in a frantic search, jumping all around. Please, Celestia, keep her safe. The voice from the sprite bot was replaced by fizzling music, and the drone simply began to drift away. The sound of the gunshots came from above Puppy's head, and when she looked up, she saw an incredible scene. Some big flying ponies were dancing around and making fireworks, like in a majestic ballet. The sight took Puppy back to the day that Mommy took her to the flying grounds, and there were all the pretty Pegasi flying and making super fun things in the air. This time it was more or less the same. Well, actually not the same, but there was some pony flying, and there were lights and loud noises, so Puppy immediately classified the whole thing as top-tier entertainment. But all the figures were pretty big and didn't seem Pegasi at all. The foal frowned and asked,
Hey, Mr. Voice, what's wrong with those ponies?
Analyzing. Friendly griffins. Puppy hadn't the slightest idea what a griffin was. But if the voice told her that they were friendly, then it was A-OK. The filly in yellow waved a hoof to try to get their attention.
Hey, pretty ponies, I'm here! Hey!
One of the creatures turned to look down at the road, lowering his guard for a moment. He was shot by another of the creatures and went down spinning.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Puppy tried to count the remaining griffins, but they were a bit too fast for her tastes. She decided to trot up to where their friend landed. Drawing next to the creature, the foal noticed that it wasn't a pony at all. It looked like some strange beast, half eagle and half lion. She decided that it had a funny look.
Hi, Mr. Chicken!
The creature didn't move. A large pool of blood was foaming under his body. Puppy poked him with the hoof.
Hey, something wrong?
There was no reaction.
Mr. Chicken, wake up, rise and shine?
Still nothing. This couldn't be good. But the worst part that his friends didn't seem to notice it. Something had to be done.
Hey, chickens! Your friend here is hurt! Come down!
Puppy cried to all her breath and waved both hooves in the air, trying to get some help. Quite obviously, she was ignored. The remaining 3 griffins continued to dance their waltz of bullets and blood in the sky above her head.
Aw, they're too busy having fun and they don't hear me.
Puppy sighed.
If only I had something to catch their... Wait a moment, I have it!
The filly smiled, recalling that shiny thing that Mr. White gave her. What was its name? 9 miles meters? Nay, maim liters?
Mr. Voice, give me that shiny thing that makes a lot of noise.
Warning. Object Puppy Smiles cannot be retrieved from inventory.
Hey, you're not very nice. You know what I mean. That thing, the nanny my litters. You know, the one from Mr. White.
Affirmative. Retrieving 9mm semi-automatic pistol. The gun floated in front of Puppy. The filly grabbed the iron with her hooves and pointed it at the sky.
Hey! Hey! Listen to me! How does this thing work? How does it do the noisy stuff?
Loading instructions for shooting mode. Time crisis. First, point your gun at the target. Second, pronounce the word fire or bang. The gun will shoot. If you need reloading, put your weapon in the inventory and extract it again.
Sounds easy.
Puppy pointed it at the griffin.
Bang!
Blam. Clank. Recoil sent the gun flying out of Puppy's hooves. It bounced against her helmet, falling to the ground a couple of meters in front of her and knocking the filly down on her rump. One of the griffins screamed in pain.
Fuck! He has backup! Kill that snipe!
The creature didn't get to finish the sentence. His head exploded in a cloud of blood. Now there are only two griffins dueling in the sky, but the battle itself was becoming a lot more personal. The two griffins engaged each other in melee, biting and slashing with their talons. Puppy trotted over to the newly fallen griffin and noticed that his head was missing.
You know, Mr. Voice, I don't think they're playing. Is this chicken, dead?
Affirmative.
And,
Puppy frowned.
the other chicken there?
Puppy pointed at the other grounded beast.
Is he dead too?
Analyzing. No vital signs detected. The subject is dead. Puppy's eyes rose again to the sky, where the last two griffins were fighting.
And those two are trying to hurt each other?
Affirmative. Every clue leads to the conclusion that they are fighting each other to the death.
Okie dokie.
Puppy paused for a moment, pondering the situation.
How do we make them stop? Oh, I have an idea!
Puppy took a deep breath.
Please stop fighting! Somebody could get hurt!
Actually, some pony already got hurt. Well, mostly some griffin. But Puppy wasn't fussed about the details, and the two surviving fighters didn't seem to pay attention to Puppy anyway. From the filly's point of view, it was quite hard to say what was going on exactly. But one of the two let out a high-pitched scream, and they both began to fall in rapid spin, like a whirlybird seed. Puppy jumped on her scooter, and launched herself on the chase, trying to see where they fell. When she reached them, she found quite a scene. One of the two griffins laid on the ground, his chest torn open on the left side and his throat cut. The other creature was struggling to get to his feet, but was losing too much blood from a multitude of wounds.
Hey, Mr. Chicken, are you alright?
The filly rushed to the struggling griffin as he fell on the ground coughing.
You don't seem alright.
You are the fool that shot. Thank you. Puppy frowned.
I what?
Please, listen carefully. There is my daughter. In the military. South. The griffin's breaths were deep and labored, bringing with them a gurgling sound and causing him to cough again. Henrietta. She is waiting for me there. I beg you. Go there. Give her this. Griffin handed Puppy another gun. This one was heavier than the one she owned and was all black with a red line along the barrel.
Okie dokie?
Puppy poked the Griffin.
Sure. But you are going to get better, aren't you?
You. Are you stupid or what? I'm dying. Another burst of coughs and blood interrupted the creature. Tell Henrietta that I wanted to go south with her. Tell her that tell. His voice faded, and with it even the spark in the Griffin's eyes disappeared. Puppy waited for a moment, then tried poking the Griffin with a hoof.
Hey, Mr. Chicken, are you sleeping? Mr. Chicken?
She poked him again.
I think I have to go. I'm sorry.
The filly took a step back from the dead creature. She felt bad. Something was really wrong now. This wasn't the first time she was in front of a dead creature, not even a dying one. But she never really stopped to contemplate it before. Now, if we were talking about your average pony, this would be a perfect moment to make her face the horrors of a world which brothers kill each other in a constant struggle for survival. Too bad that this is a story about puppy smiles.
I hope you get well soon, but now I really have to go. Sorry.
The foal kissed the griffin goodbye through her helmet and jumped on her scooter, dashing away.
Hey, Mr. Voice? Are you there?
Affirmative. All systems operational.
Why pretty ponies hurt each other?
The filly frowned. Warning. This routine is not meant for socializing. Puppy sighed and kept scooting towards the pink arrow on her compass.
Mr. Voice? Did that chicken say something about a daughter?
Affirmative. Is set as objective for secondary mission. Bad news, new buddies. Puppy pondered for a moment, stopping the scooter.
Can you show me where she is?
Affirmative. Henrietta Firebright is set as new primary target. Puppy looked at the pink arrow disappearing from the compass and reappearing again in the same point.
I don't think it worked.
Affirmative. New mission objective correctly set. Puppy shrugged. Operating all the mumbo-jumbos in the spacesuit was Mr. Voice's job. If he said it was okay, then it had to be so.
Let's roll.
Day 5. Time, approximately 2 p.m. Location, 165th Brigade Field Headquarters, Salt Marshes. Warning, several breaches in the containment. Warning, compass offline. Warning, radio offline. Warning, medical system offline. Warning, breach in the helmet. Warning, pink agent detected. Repair talisman activated.
I think that I stepped on something.
Puppy tried to get to her hooves, but stumbled and fell again.
I feel dizzy.
A couple of road signs right in front of the filly stated, "Attention, minefield," and "Military zone, access restricted." Debris and broken pieces of asphalt lay strewn across the road around her, and entire chunks were missing from the route ahead. Quite incredibly, the scooter lay a couple meters away from the filly, showing almost no sign of damage.
Hey, Mr. Voice? Why did the road went boom?
Thick pink smoke poured from the holes in the suit and the cracks in her helmet. Analyzing. The cause of the explosion is a landmine. Radio's online. Helmet integrity restored. Puppy frowned for a moment.
What's a landmine? No, wait. This is going to take forever, right? With you using fancy words, trying not to get angry, we start arguing again. I need a professional here. Calm his voice.
Opening communication bridge. Please wait. Compass online. Medical system restored. Loading personal data for subject 001. Puppy smiles. Subject deceased. Condition stable. All clear. After not even 5 minutes, the suit was almost repaired. Mostly taking materials from the various pieces of junk that Puppy kept in her pockets. The foal wasn't very selective with the stuff she decided to keep. If it was shiny and colored, it was a go. The suit's repair spell wasn't picky either. Anything that contained glass, metal, or plastic was good enough.
Hello? This is the Salt Cube Dome emergency line. Sorry, but at the moment, all the personnel are dead. Please call again when the surfaces have been restored. Bye-bye. Hold on, Miss Voice. It's me, Puppy. Oh, Puppy. Hey there, it's been a while. What's going on? Did you find the thing I asked for you? I'm ready for activating transfer protocol as soon as you are. Nope. Sorry, Miss Voice. Actually, you need help. Oh, don't worry. I've been waiting for what? 200 years? I can wait another couple centuries. So what do you need? Well, I was dashing like a wonderbolt on my new scooter when suddenly... Wait. You have a new scooter? Is it red? You can bet your saddle. Scootastic! Is it fast, super fast, or double super duper fast? It's like the one you see on the signs with Scootaloo on top of all the stars around. You have to try it. It's totally crazy. Aw, now I feel green. You have to find me the prototype body so I can try it. Promise me. Sure, pinky pie swear.
Puppy tried to poke her eye, but the helmet was a problem.
Yay! Okay, back on topic. You wanted to tell me about the scooter. No, actually, I have a problem with exploding roads. You see, Mr. Voice says there is some mining, but I can't see the miners. And I don't think that mines go boom. Well, it depends on what you are mining, but I can see your point. So the road exploded and there were no miners there. Please, I need you to take a look around. Do you see something like flat and large frying pan with an orange light on top? It should be ugly green or sadness gray.
Puppy smiled.
Yeah, I see it. No, wait, there's more. It's full of them. There are orange lights everywhere like fireflies. Wow. Oh, so we are speaking about that kind of mines. Okie dokie, I need to see them myself. Wait a second.
The HUD and helmet flickered for a moment. Then the whole helmet lit up with targeting signals, one for each mine on the suit's sensors located.
Wow, 45 and still counting. This reminds me of a game I used to play a lot.
P7's voice paused while the sensor finished detecting all the mines.
Done! Now, there's a path. You just do as I say, and we'll be on the other side, lickety-split.
Day 5. Time, approximately 12:45 p.m. Location, 165th Brigade Field Headquarters. Salt Marshes. The base was mostly intact. In line of big hangars stood in front of a large court with low armored buildings on the side. The front gate had a couple of automated guns, but a large battle tank had crashed into it, almost destroying the entire structure and effectively blocking the entrance for anything bigger than a pony. Puppy stopped for a moment to rummage inside the tank before entering the base.
Whoa! This thing is full of shiny stuff! Look at this one!
The fool took a large shell with a red band around the head. It was big, probably used as ammunition for the tank's main gun.
It's pretty! Hey, there's more! This one is black and this one is blue!
After cannibalizing the tank's ammo rack, Puppy finally decided to venture inside the base. Other tanks lay in the middle of the court simply abandoned in place and mostly devoured by the rust and the climate of the swamp. Strange plants grew all over the place and out from the windows. At first glance, Puppy couldn't see any signs of the Griffin's daughter, so she did the most logical thing.
Here, chick, 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 chick. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Still nothing. How strange.
Maybe she's sleeping.
Warning. Hostile detected. Distance, 100 meters. A large creature poked its head from one of the small buildings. It was some sort of lion, but way bigger when it stepped out from the hole in the building. Puppy saw that it had a pair of leathery wings and a segmented tail that ended in a long stinger, dripping with a green goo. Analyzing. Manticore. Threat level. Lethal.
I don't think that's the chicken I'm looking for.
Puppy trotted towards the beast, completely ignoring the warnings. After all, this one was half lying too. Maybe he and the girl she was looking for were cousins.
Hi, I'm Puppy Smiles. Have you seen my mom or a little chicken with a kitty cat tail?
The fell beast gazed down at the young pony and sniffed the air, then stepped back and started growling. Somehow it seemed scared of Puppy Smiles.
You understand me? Pretty please, with a cherry on top? She has 2 wings and a beak, and she is small. Well, I'm not sure how small, but I guess she's quite small. Are you listening to me, Mr. Kitty Cat?
The manticore roared and hit Puppy with a paw, knocking her some 10 meters away, then turned tail and ran inside the half-ruined building. When the affiliates finally stopped rolling, she got on her hooves and struck her tongue out the general direction of the beast's lair.
Blah! Meanie cat! I'm going to find the chicken all by myself!
The filly frowned.
Gee, if every pony here is as kind and pretty as this, I can see why the chicken girl is hiding.
A second small building was in a better state, and Puppy tried to peek inside it.
No pony here?
She saw a soft green light coming from a working computer screen. The filly trotted into the building, looking at the bright light. It was a small office, with a couple of desks and the remains of a line of filing cabinets mostly destroyed by a fire. On the screen, there was a single line. Please insert password. Did we always say that reading wasn't Puppy's trump card?
PLEISC.
Okay, you got the message.
Password? I know. Puppy Smiles. PUP. Hey, it's fun.
After 3 failed tries, the terminal activated the security lockdown and the filly grew bored of playing Write Your Name. She was a filly on a mission after all. Well, on a lot of missions actually, so she had to keep moving. Yay. The hangars look mostly intact from the outside, but the roofs have collapsed a long time ago. The only thing left on the inside was just a bunch of ruins and rubble, leaving nothing more than a rotten pile of bricks with a shiny facade. Puppy went through the various hangars, finding only rubbish that she decided to keep just in case. Philly noticed that sometimes a cute shiny metal plate or some glassy bubbles have disappeared, but she wasn't sure why they did or where they went. Continuing with her search, Puppy explored another building. This one sported an observation tower and some very thick walls with a single entrance and no windows at ground level. Inside the building there was a little space and it was occupied with the remains of a campfire, a couple of mattresses, and some empty food cans in the corner. There was even a low table with a broken radio transmitter on it, and an upturned pile of boxes that partially occupied the stairs that led to the tower. The voice of the suit suddenly came to life. Destination reached. New position. Rainy Days Camp.
Wait a minute. What did you say? Mom is here? Mom! It's me, Puppy! Mom!
Maybe she was upstairs. Puppy galloped up to the top of the tower. The stairs were old but still solid, and they led to a small room with the entrance in the middle of the floor and a control panel on each of the 4 sides. The walls were replaced by large open windows, so it was possible to keep an eye all over the base from the tower, but the room was empty. Puppy stopped for a moment, looking all around.
Where's Mom? Mr. Voice, you said she was here. Why do you keep lying to me?
Warning, this program is not designed for social interaction.
Ew. Ew! Why every time I try scolding you, you say that? You are a bad voice and you should feel bad. Maybe we can speak with Miss Voice. She understands me. She cares.
Opening communication bridge. P7's voice replaced the one in the suit internal system.
Hi there, and thank you for calling. We are sorry for the personnel are all dead. Please call again when some pony has... It's me, Puppy. Hi, Miss Voice. Oh, hi again, Puppy. You call a lot lately. Do you feel lonely? A bit. But I must ask you one thing. It's important.
Puppy frowned.
Where's my mom? Give me some minutes. Processing data. Comparing results. Object not found. I'm sorry, Puppy. I can't say where your mom is. But if I correctly read the data in your suit, you should be on her last known location.
Puppy waited for a moment, trying to understand that torrent of difficult words.
Say again, please? Your mom was here, but now she is gone. Maybe if you look around carefully, you'll find something useful to locate her. But where?
Puppy was losing her confidence. She had been really sure that she would find her mom here. Now that even this try had been a hole in the water, she was beginning to lose hope.
Let me help, okie dokie. Now be a nice pony and wait while I scan the area. And here we go. Look, a data disk on that console.
Puppy trotted over to the data disk and nudged it with her hoof.
Reminds me of that thing that Soft Air gave me.
Puppy connected it to her suit.
Does it say where Mom is?
It's an audio file. It has some recording on it.
Let's see. Hey, it's quite old. 200 years. Want to hear it now or later? Yeah, sure. Play it.
A female voice came from the suit's speakers, and Puppy's eyes widened. Mom, it was her at last. But something was wrong. She was coughing. Was she ill?
Day 14. I'm running out of Radaway. The cloud seems to move, but the whole place is still a death trap.
The voice paused for some moment. There was the sound of some pony drinking.
Damn. I hate this world, and I hate zebras and the princesses. They killed us all. The only thing that keeps me from becoming crazy is that at least Puppy is safe in the stable.
There was another long pause.
I'm sorry. What hellhole of a world I have brought you into.
The mare's breath came quick and shallow. She was crying. Puppy jumped on her hooves.
Mom, don't cry. I'm fine. I'm all right, Mom. Mom! Please don't cry. I will be a good pony, but please don't cry. I can go back to that gray place and say the magic words and go inside right now. Please don't be mad at me. I have to be strong. Puppy is safe. She's in the stable. I must believe this. Now what about me? Seems that the South was only hit a couple of main cities. The radiation there should be less dangerous, but the trip is long and I don't think that I can have all the strength now.
The tape interrupted for a few seconds, then another voice file started again with Rainy Day speaking.
Day 16. Fuck. I'm pissing blood, but at least the coughing is gone. I need to move now, or it'll be too late. This is for Party Star and Soft Air. If you're still alive and find this recording, I'm moving south. I'll try to reach a tunnel under Sugar Top Mountain along the Route 52. I'll be waiting for you there. I hope to find shelter in the maintenance rooms inside the tunnel. They should be shielded from the worst effects of radiation.
There was a short pause.
Bloody Luna, it's snowing green again. Fuck you all. The ministries, the goddesses. What did you do to Equestria? This was a blessed land. Why didn't you stop for us too late? Puppy, I miss you so much. I'd gladly die if I can see you just one more time.
Puppy heard the voice from her mother and curled up on the floor. She wasn't able to react. Her mom was lost somewhere in the south and she was dying. The filly wanted to see her mother right now, to hug her, to show her that everything was all right, even if it wasn't. But after all, Puppy knew for a fact that her mom was the best pony ever. Her mother was going to be fine for sure. Mom said she was going south to some sort of tunnel. Maybe she was there right now. Puppy couldn't simply stop here and wait for the sadness to devour her heart. There was still hope.
Miss Voice? Are you there?
Negative. Communication interrupted. How can I be of help? The suit's voice quickly replied.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Voice. I, need to go to another place. Some sort of tunnel under a sugar mountain.
Affirmative. Tunnel Town has set its new target on the compass. A new peak arrow appeared on the helmet's HUD.
Perfect, then let's go. Don't you dare move even a single hoof, you fool.
A high-pitched voice interrupted Puppy. The filly turned herself towards the speaker and saw a silhouette of a winged creature that was a little smaller than an adult Pegasus. Now keep your hooves where I can see them and tell me what you're doing here. Roar! The young griffin ducked and tumbled into the room as a large lion head snapped at the air where she had been just a second earlier. The jaws of the manicore bit the iron of a window's frame, and the fell beast retreated for a moment, only to renew its assault. This time the frame bent, and the predator was able to force its way in, up to its wings. The manicore retreated again, but next time it was going to break inside the tower, and no pony was going to stop it.
Fuck! That was close! Hit the stairs!
The young griffin launched herself downstairs, grabbing Puppy with a claw.
Where'd that thing come from? Hi, I'm Puppy Smiles?
The filly wasn't totally sure that this was the right time to introduce herself, but being dragged around like abused luggage left her very little to do.
Shut your trap! Oh fuck, why is everything going south?
The griffin stopped partway down the stairs when she saw that the manicore was too large to fit into the hatch from the control room. She drew a white gun with a yellow line that ran down the barrel and emptied it into the monster's snarling face, forcing it to backpedal into the control room and give up the chase for the moment.
Good kitty, stay.
A terrible roar came from outside, followed by the sound of claws tearing at the concrete.
Perfect. Just perfect. Now he's angry. Hi, Mrs. Chicken? Can you please let me down pretty, please? Pretty what? I'm no chicken! Say that again and I'll...
With the sound of metal being rent and torn asunder, the upper entrance of the stairs was blocked off by one of the control panels from the room above. The manicore had trapped the two girls inside, and now the only exit was that narrow door at the ground level.
Oh, fuck, he's smart. Not fair.
Footnote, level up. New perk added. Heave ho. You're becoming a pro at throwing things. Every object you throw flies farther and faster.